Take it back.
Yeah.
All right, you ready? We're gonna go live. 3, 2, 1. What's up, fam? You're locked in to Mic'd Up with Sampson Fam, where real talk meets real hustle. I'm your host, Marquise Sampson, and we're here today sitting down with the creative force, an independent filmmaker who wears all the hats, writer, director, entrepreneur, Jamar Sumpter, aka D.I, in the building, his own lane, in this industry. Let's talk about the grind, the vision, and everything in between. What's up, D?
What's up, man? It's funny how a person can say your real name. That's when you know your life changed.
That's when you're growing up.
What? You're like, oh man, don't say my name, don't say my real name, bro. Like for real, man.
Yeah, man, you on another level when we say the first and last name.
Yeah,
now we say the first, middle,
life.
and last, and that means you a terrorist or something.
Yeah, living a different life, man. But yeah, everything is cool, man. I appreciate you having me on.
All right, first things first, man. What does DI stand for?
It's a long story. You want the short story or you want the long story?
I want whatever story you want to give. We can do the short story.
Well, you know, it started with the music.
Okay.
Started with the music. So Jamal. So it's J Digger. You know, you gotta come up with a rap name. Everybody gotta find a rap name. You know what I mean? So it's J Digger. Then took the J away. Then my homeboy was like, man, Digger. Yeah, Digger sound better. We call you Digger. I was like, all right, it's Digger then. Fuck it. You know, this is what we running with. And then we was doing something again, and it was like, man, we gotta break it down. It's D.I. It's like, yeah, D.I. sound better. You know, and I was like, all right, because I started off with Dirty Influence.
Okay.
Then it switched over to J Digger. You know what I'm saying? You know, Dirty Influence, you know, was the D.I. You know
okay, yeah.
But, you know, we just end up just leaving it at D.I. and then T.I. came out. And I was like, I ain't changing my name no more. So we're just going to leave it like this and we're going to run with it. You know what I mean? So that's how the whole breakdown started.
That's what's up.
That's the short version of it.
So, okay, now you just came with a movie, The R, dope movie, 3-part series. Where did your passion for filmmaking begin for you?
It started early 2000s. Again, you know, just always doing music. And a friend of mine was shooting a movie in Harlem called Ghetto Fabulous. I always tell a story just like this. You know, he was shooting a movie Ghetto Fabulous. So me being a creator, hustler, entrepreneur, I'm watching them shoot this film. And I'm like, damn, they putting all this into this film. They claim they spent about $50,000 to shoot the film. From what I'm seeing, I'm like, ain't no way they spent $50,000 to shoot this film.
Mm-hmm.
But they did rent certain things, you know. So after them shooting that film, I was like, man, I could shoot a movie. I know I could shoot a movie. And then I was like, man, I'm just gonna try it. And then I left Harlem one day, and I was just down here in Richmond. And I brought my first camera, me and my homeboy Doc brought our first camera. I was like, man, go have me on the camera. He's like, all right. So we bought our camera from my other dude. And that's how we got into it. And then eventually I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna shoot a movie. And then that's when I shot Black Hoodie. I ain't know how to edit. I ain't really know how to hold a camera. I'm just like, I can do it. I know I can shoot a movie. Like, it can't be that hard.
Yeah.
Especially after watching them.
Yeah,
like, I'm acting in the movie, but I'm watching them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm watching their angles. I'm watching how they do shit. I'm watching all this shit. I'm like, yeah, I can do it. You know. So that's where the actual passion came from. And when the project was actually complete, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do movies and music now.
So basically, you would say that inspired you, you know, saying to get into the film business.
It definitely inspired me. Inspired me because when I saw the outcome it is, I was like, it was actually good. It's pretty good. Like, if you look at it now to this day. You go on YouTube and you pull up Ghetto Fabulous and you look at it, it's still a good film. It was well shot, edited nice at that time when people don't really, you know, focus on film. So, and they had to work harder to actually get it out. So
I know, it's been about maybe 20 years that we met about 20 years ago.
Yeah, man, you thought hustling. You was a shit. You feel me?
Yeah, you saying that's when I came out with my first movie. You know what I'm saying? But when I met you, you used to hustle DVDs. Mm-hmm. in the parking lots and everything. So that just shows that you a hustler all around. So what inspired you? What inspired your hustle game? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I was all right, man. How long we got, man? It's like, what do you want from me, man? You want the short version? Because a lot of people don't interview me, so.
Yeah, well, like, you know, just talk from the heart. We keep it real here.
Man, I'm a New York baby, but I'm Richmond raised. You know what I'm saying? So I've always been a hustler. You know what I mean? At 13 or whatever the case like that, like just doing what a 13-year-old shouldn't be doing at the end of the day, you know. So I already had that in me from living in Richmond. You know, when I was young in New York, it is what it is. I was always like bad and just doing fighting and just all kind of dumb shit, you know. But coming here, it was a different mentality. So I already had the hustle mentality because I'm in the streets. But Richmond didn't show me how to hustle. Richmond showed me how to, you got to do what the fuck you got to do at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we young, we thugging, like, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they didn't really show me how to hustle.
Yeah.
It's like everybody got some drugs or some sort, or they doing something they ain't got no business. And, you know, you just getting some money, some little money at the time. For me personally, at that time, you know, it wasn't no big money. But I went back to New York, because I'm always back and forth, New York, Richmond, New York, Richmond, New York. So when I went back to New York, again, I'm still hustling. Thank God I got a father, you know what I'm saying? So I got a father, you know, you got a business. He's showing me another part of life. You see what I'm saying? Like how to run a business, how to do this, how to do that. So I'm looking at that, but I wasn't intrigued with that life. I was intrigued with the other life.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? So, but all that's giving me the business aspects, and I'm taking it all in. Again, I'm a sponge. Like, if you show me something, I'm taking it in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm taking in that part. But I didn't realize I was going to be able to use it in the future. You know, you young, you ain't really understanding. So I'm still back and forth. And then I landed in Harlem. Harlem showed me how to hustle. I tell anybody that. Harlem at that time, 2000s, early 2000s, Harlem showed me how to. Harlem showed me that you can touch anything and make some money.
Yeah, Harlem is the home of hustlers. Yeah,
I'm talking about.
Harlem is the home of hustlers.
It showed me, and that's how I got into the DVDs. I was cutting hair, and I was selling weed in Harlem, on the block. You know, getting some money, and then one of my homeboys came to me, and was like, "Yeah, man, I be in Richmond, Virginia, this, that, and the third, and I be selling DVDs, and I be doing what I'm doing." I was like, "Man, that's where I'm from." He said, "I thought you was from Brooklyn." I was like, "Yeah, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm born
from
in
Brooklyn too."
You know what I'm saying? But I was raised in Richmond. Like, that's where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "I'm always down there." We just had a conversation. You know, he poking his chest out like, he said, "We go down there every weekend. We get money, man." I'm talking about we get money. I said, "What you do?" He's like, we sell movies and CDs and this, that, and the third." I was like, "All right, well, I'm going. I'm going to go with you." You know what I'm saying? We wasn't even tight at that time.
Yeah.
We just met at that time, and we was just kicking it like that, and then we got cool, but I still went with him.
Okay.
And then when he seen that I was really from here, we made more money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At that time, selling that stuff was like selling drugs.
Yeah.
And then being from
hustle.
Richmond, people would laugh at you. Like, I used to door knock. See, so my brain is always past go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to door knock. Like, I knock on your door. We're like, "Who is it? I see these movies closed." People like, "What the fuck?"
Like, ain't nobody doing that.
Yeah, like, who is this? You know what I'm saying? So that was new for me.
Yeah.
At that time, that was new, but I had to look past go. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, I'm gonna see what they doing. They teaching me something now.
Yeah.
Man, them people open that door up, and you sitting there with a book bag and a box in the middle of the projects and in the hoods and taking risks. Man, them people open that door up and spend their whole check with you, man.
Yeah.
When I seen that, I said, "Oh, ain't no turning
And
back."
it was more comfortable. You going to the door, they ain't have to come out.
But people laugh though. In Richmond, people laugh. They be like, "Bro, you sell CDs and movies, bro? Man, I don't want that shit." Hey, man, what the fuck? Hey, a pocket full of money, dope, crack, pocket full of money, laughing at you. Hey, but let me get that CD. Give me 3 of those movies right there, Shawty.
Yeah.
Give me that right there, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? They done spent $100 with you, but still clowning you.
Yeah.
And they don't know like 3 or 4 people done did the same thing.
Yeah.
And a box of movies at that time cost us $300, $250 for the box of movies, and we make $1,000, $1,500
in one day.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Literally, and we got boxes and boxes in the trunk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So once that's how I got into it, and I did that for years. Like that paid my bills for years. Like no job, no nothing, just doing that, and of course music and everything.
So
everything in between.
What would you say are some of your early challenges you faced as an independent artist, filmmaker? Because you do music and all that, yeah. So what will be your challenge?
A good team.
Yeah.
A good team of people around me that had the same vision.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you have people around you, they don't really have the same vision, but they want the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
like, we all want to go here, but I ain't locking in on this. I want to do this and do this. And me personally,
everybody want it easy. Nobody want to do the hard work.
Yeah, you know, so that's been the biggest challenge. That's been the biggest challenge, you know what I'm saying, in the past, I should say. You know what I'm saying? Like really finding a team, because me at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do anyway.
Yeah.
You know, I just always been like that. Like, where everybody over here doing that, I'm gonna be over here doing this. And I vanish. They'll be like, "Where the hell you was at?" I'm on 42nd Street selling CDs, movies, book bag full of my own shit, standing in front of Bad Boy.
Yeah.
I come back up there with a pocket full of ones, and they were like, "The fuck you was at?" I was just down there selling my CDs for $1. You know what I'm saying? I was like, "Shit, if it hit, it hit." You know what I mean? They was laughing, shaking their head like, "Man, this nigga here, man." So you know, I just a team, man. That's for real. Like, you need a team in everything you do, and it's just so hard finding that. You know what I'm saying? So
man, let's go and take a pause for the cause. We're gonna take a quick break, pay some bills. Don't go nowhere. This is Mic'd Up with Sampson Fam. We'll be right back in a few takes.
Behind the Lens with Officer William Burnett. William Burnett, an agent of change. William Burnett is a 29-year law enforcement professional who actively engages the community through the Friends of William Burnett for Change. William Burnett normally can be found in the community making a difference, but today he's behind the lens. 29 years he has called Richmond home. William is personable, responsible, and relatable. Sitting and talking with William, it was evident that the community is at the center of his heart. Thank you, Officer William Burnett, for your service to the RVA community.
All right, we back with Mic'd Up with Sampson Fam. We here with the legendary D.I, filmmaker, writer, director. My man, so what was the turning point where you realized this could be more than just passion? This could be, you know what I'm saying, a full-time business?
Man, I already knew it could be a full-time business, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, I don't know, man, I just love rapping. I remember rapping and shit. I was just doing shit, writing.
Yeah, you got some dope music.
My father used to be like, "Why you rapping about all this stuff? Like, why you rap about something positive?" I was like, "Nah, why?"
Yeah, why?
Like, why? You know what I'm saying? He was always my balance. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be thanking God for that. Like, he always was my balance. And he's to kind of discourage me from doing it for real, because he used to want to be a singer, and he used to be like, "You ain't gonna make it doing that. Like, I did that and this, that, and the third." And I'm like, "Well, that was you." I used to always tell him, like, he never supported me in music. You know what I mean? Then one day he finally, I'm kind of like in and out of my story.
Okay.
But yeah, he kind of like supported me. Like, once he knew I wasn't gonna stop, actually came to a show, came down here, seen me with all my homeboys. He like, "How you know all these people?" Like, he actually cried when I got off stage. I was like, "Man, you crying, man?" He was like, "Nah, for real, man.
Proud of you.
This is like crazy," because he could never do it. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to do music, but then having kids, you know, you older, you gotta work, and his dreams just went out the window. He just came full-time hustler. But I always knew it was money in it, because you gotta think, like, I come into it when it was Master P's and everybody hustling out their trunk.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So you see these people making money. Again, I'm a sponge.
Yeah.
So I hear them like, "Yeah, I got my barcode, and I scan my own barcode, and this, that, and the third," and they getting, you know, sales showing up on, you know, on the in the system or whatever. And I'm like, "Well, shit, I could do that." You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm selling out my trunk. I'm doing whatever I can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. I actually made it in music, for real. Yeah. I just ain't never get no check, no big checks, $50,000, $100,000 checks. But I've done pretty much everything that a big rapper did. I said I just never had no checks, big checks. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
your music is dope. That's why I kept getting on you about putting your music in your films, because your music is dope, man. The music makes a film.
Yeah, well, yeah, you talking more about the R.
Yeah.
Right. So, again, you know, I got a couple of films under my belt. With the R, it was more like, let me stand behind the camera on the R. You know, for one, I know if I'm behind the camera, it's gonna come out better.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, than any other movie for the most part. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still learning things. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But again, if you on this side of the camera and you don't have, you know, a partner, you know what I'm saying, on the other end doing some stuff, you know what I mean, such as, you know, my partner Mo or somebody with experience, it's hard to get your vision across properly, if that makes sense. Yeah. So when I wanted to shoot the R, and I'm gonna get to the music, when the R came up, it was more like, let me just stay on this side of the camera, let me give everybody else an opportunity. Yeah, I know I can make good music, you know what I'm saying, but let me put everybody else's music in it.
Okay.
See, you know what I'm saying? Like I ended up putting a couple of my songs in it eventually. Yeah. Because what happens is you'll give people opportunity, but they still don't take the opportunity. For whatever reason. Yeah. So I'm like, shit, I could rap, my homeboy could rap. We got music. Yeah. It's just like, shit, we just trying to give you
good music.
A chance, you know what I'm saying? So again, once you realize people ain't jumping on opportunities, like, oh well, let me get back. What I'm gonna do anyway, you know what I'm saying?
So my last film, I didn't plan to be in it, but you know what I'm saying, like you say, people didn't want to take opportunities, so I just had to play the role that I couldn't get nobody else to play. So what does a D.I production feel like? Like what makes your work stand out?
Authentic. I really just be authentic as much as possible.
Yeah.
Like all my films are street films. Like that's my lane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I want to do family movies, and we plan on doing family movies, but right now we got like so much that we got to get out that's on the street side. You know what I'm saying? But we got like Comedy Jones written. Like we got so much stuff written and done to the point where I tell people, don't even tell me your idea, because I don't want you to think we took it.
Yeah. I'm like, that was mine. You told, I don't even like looking at other people's stuff. I don't want none of your ideas, because sometimes an idea will be in your head and you don't even remember that you seen it somewhere else and you thought it was your idea, but it was something that you seen already. So I don't even want to look at nobody else's stuff. You know what I'm saying? So your team, like, you know what I'm saying, one thing I admired about when I was watching you film and was you had a team. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never have a team, but you had a team, and you got a team of good people. You know what I'm saying? The girl, what's her name? Tony. Yeah, Tony is very intelligent. You know what I'm saying? She's a good team person. Doc. You know what I'm saying? You got a good team. The other dude, big dude, I don't remember his name. Yeah, you got a good team. So how did you know what I'm saying, build your team, and how do y'all come together and not, you know what I'm saying, be disagreeing and everything, you know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of disagreeing. There's a lot of disagreeing. That's what people don't see, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't no egos. It ain't, everybody know how to, you know what I'm saying, remove their egos, you know what I'm saying? So again, you know, we got Dot, you know, again, that's my childhood friend, you know what I'm saying? Tony, she from the same neighborhood. She younger. She from the same neighborhood. End up, you know, bumping back into her in the future. You know, Sean, he from the same neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Got Mo, we've been doing this shit for over 15 years now. So everybody already been there, but it's like, it's just getting aligned. Like Sean, you know, not to sound crazy, you see this, but he more was around, but he made himself be like, bro, I want to be a part of this. Like consistent for over the years. And me, I don't gravitate to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I gravitated to Tony more, for one, you know what I'm saying? She's a woman. Yeah. She's intelligent, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And she got the same passion I got. Yeah. Just off of realizing that. That's why I call her my twin, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because she don't look nothing like you.
Nah. Definitely just got the hunger and the drive, you know what I'm saying? But Sean was more like, I write,
she got that military discipline.
Yeah, he was like, I write, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then when he actually seen us doing the R, that's when he called. And again, he was like, yo, I need in on this, man. I was like, you know something, man, let me see, you know what I'm saying? And he blended right in, you know what I'm saying? Then, like I said, you got Mo, like, he always been there. You know, we already got projects. We've been filming and doing music and stuff together. You know, so it was just more of a alignment. You know what I'm saying? Getting everybody on the same page, and you know what I'm saying, like really for real, just getting on the same page. Because the art was just an idea. Like me, I'm full of ideas.
Yeah.
Like I just wake up one day and I'll be like, I want to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And most of the time I do it. 98% of the time I do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it's gonna hit, if it's gonna miss. I do it. Most people will go, nah, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't doing that.
Or somebody would tell them something negative and they change their mind.
Me, I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
If it happened, it happened. So you know, that's how the art came about. And I'm glad that I do have the team I do have. And again, you know what I'm saying, we all bump heads, you know what I'm saying, like it is what it is, you know. But we always find a mutual agreement. Like, all right, we gonna do this, you know what I'm saying? I might not be right on certain shit. Nigga be like, nigga, you ain't right. And I be like, I am right. What you talking about? I am right. They be like, you ain't, bro. And I be like, all right, man.
Yeah, I got that respect for one another, so that's what counts.
You see him like, So, I mean, I get it. You know, so they keep me balanced, you know, to a certain extent. Like, we all keep each other balanced. And we just meet in the middle for real. Like, it ain't no one man bigger than the team.
Okay.
Do what we do for real. And I love it, man.
All right, y'all. It's time to take a pause, a quick break. Give our sponsors some respect. Don't go nowhere. You watching Webbed Up, Mic'd Up with Sampson Fam. We'll be right back.
In this city, it could only be one boss. Welcome to the R, baby. When the streets don't play fair.
There's two type of people in this world, bro. Yeah. Niggas that make shit happen. Niggas that watch shit happen.
Virginia is for lovers. So they say.
That's it to do with this. You got to bring your ass on here.
I was raised in the projects.
Polo. Man of the streets.
For a woman who don't know who my daddy is, you love comparing me to that nigga.
He's spinning all this shit. He's sitting here telling me about my life.
When the game's full of family secrets.
You ain't on 10. This shit up right now, for real.
Nigga like to blow your motherfucking head off.
We back, Mic'd Up with Sampson Fam. Let me give a shout out first to my boy, Emmanuel Lean, middleweight champion here, right here in Richmond, Virginia. The chosen one. I'm here with my boy, Jamar Sumpter, aka D.I. So, well, man, how do you approach storytelling? You know what I'm saying? Like when you writing your scripts and everything, what comes first, the message or the concept?
Man, I'm so unorthodox, man. I'm just gonna keep it a band. Like, I approach a movie like I do a song. You know how sometimes you don't have a hook? Everybody write differently, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, because I normally dream it, and then I wake up and just write down what I dreamed about.
You know, like you do a song, it's like you don't know what the hook gonna be, but the beat riding, you just start writing the verse. So sometimes I just write the verse like that. But with the move, again, it's street movies, you know. So I kind of already see it in my head already, you know.
So would you say it comes from personal experience or observations?
Personal
or a little
experience,
bit of both.
observations. You know, some things I haven't been through, some things somebody else, you know, probably have done in their life, you know. So definitely real life stuff, though.
Are you trying to get across a message in your films, or is it just for entertainment purposes?
Yeah, all our films got a message.
Okay.
All the films we shoot got a message. From it's all in the dialogue, you know. Definitely got a message, especially like, you know, when it comes to the streets. It's like, you know, we in the streets, but you shouldn't be doing this, that, and the third. You know, all of them got a message. It's just about if they're gonna take the message.
So how would you say that you can balance business and passion?
Business and passion?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it business, but then you gotta have the passion for it. Like for instance, when I first started filming, it was passion. I didn't have no business about it. And I stopped because I wanted to develop business. You know what I'm saying? So I was just doing it because I enjoyed making films. It was fun. I enjoyed the notoriety I was getting. You know what I'm saying? I felt like, you know what I'm saying, like like I was the man in Richmond, you know what I'm saying? But there was no business, so there was no profit, there was nothing, you know what I'm saying? So it was just passion. And sometimes it's hard to go from passion to business because of the notoriety that you get, you know what I'm saying? That fame, so to speak. And you want to do it, you want the notoriety, so sometimes you're just giving away tickets because you just want to fill the seats, and there's, you know what I'm saying? But that's not business.
Well, my thing, okay, I got a clear understanding of what you're saying. I'm always make some money off whatever I do.
Mm-hmm.
I always.
Well, I know your concept with the cars is as long as I can make $1.
We buy it for $1. If I can make $1.50, I'm good. The person happy. So I'm always like, I ain't trying to be greedy.
Yeah.
And that can hurt me sometimes.
Yeah.
Because a person to be like, why are you doing that like that, or why? It's like me. I'm just like, I just want everybody.
I just want everybody to come enjoy it.
Want to be the only, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Especially again when it comes to selling stuff. If I know I made a couple of dollars, you got you a good car, and you know what I'm saying. But as far as the business aspect, I make money on everything I've done. All my movies, all my music, I mean, because I'm a seller myself.
Yeah.
Hand in hand now.
Yeah.
Even if I made $10, I've made money on everything
Yeah.
I've done. You see what I'm saying? So it ain't like I got the passion. That's why I do it. Like I'm always had a passion for it, you know. But as far as on the business side, like I already know I'm gonna make some money.
Yeah.
It's about how much money are you gonna make.
Yeah.
Because again, you spending so much to actually do the product, but at the end of the day, it's like, can you make a profit?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's about, can you make a profit in what you're doing? You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
always gonna make some money. You know what I'm saying? So to answer that question, like I'm just more on the business now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting more straight on the business because again, I want to make sure the business is straight, and then it's just want to make sure everybody's straight, man.
So like we talked about earlier, you finished up a
You
film.
can't do some stuff and just be doing it. And
Yeah.
Everybody ain't gonna make no money.
Yeah.
Because they ain't got the same vision or drive, and they kind of like just waiting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For you to do something. They ain't gonna see the product and be like, shit, I'm gonna find a way to make some money out of this product.
Yeah.
So,
Like we talked about earlier, you just finished a film called The R. Tell us about The R. Tell us about that project.
what you want to know about?
It's a 3-part series. Tell us what it's about, what inspired you to do it, and where they could see it, all that.
Again, the R, it was just an idea. I just woke up. I had a dream. I woke up and was like, I want to shoot the R. You know what I'm saying? I called Tony and I was like, I want to shoot the R. What's up?
What's The R about?
It's Richmond. It's Richmond. You know what I'm saying? It's about a family. You know, they're going through first they got a lot of family secrets.
Okay.
You know, one of the family members killed his cousin when they was a kid playing with a gun. He lives with this secret for years until he turns to an adult. The whole time, the parents of the cousin that he actually killed, they was in the streets. So they don't know if it was retaliation for something that they have done in the past or whatever the case may be. So now the father, he's fucked up because his son got killed. So he thinking it's something he did or the mama did, you know, so he ended up getting out the game, but the mother's addicted to the game and she's stuck in it. So again, it kind of draws him back into the lifestyle off of her actions that she create outside of the child being killed.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So now just a whole bunch of family drama. Outside, they got drama again because of the beef that she's created with an enemy. She created some enemies and stuff like that. So that's pretty much the overall what it's about. I probably can be explaining a little better, but
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's what's up. We're gonna take another break, pay some bills. You watching Mic'd Up with Sampson Fam. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Daddy, do you tell me a bedtime story?
Okay. Once upon a time.
You was the bonus to detective.
Thank you, God! See, everything is called my mama.
What about my son?
Get him in there.
Mama!
Hey, Brady, go back to jail.
Brady, shit. Accommodate who? Your house. Your home.
Just right on. Hey, what are you doing? That's going in your review.
Like, how are you really talking to Terrell when I was talking to him? It's like girl code type situation.
Because I had.
You didn't even give me a good review on the date or nothing. Like you gave me you gave me 3 stars and you did the first time.
If I could give you negative stars, it would be negative stars.
And the bodies have had 2 puncture marks on the neck.
Okay.
And they've also come up with all the blood missing in the bodies.
What you trying to say?
What else could do something like that, bro?
Your stupid ass jump in front of moving cars, so who the hell is the ghetto one? I think it'd be you. What? Oh, there she goes right there.
Oh, hell no!
Daddy, that's good.
What's up, fam? We back. Mic'd up with Sampson Fam. So, D.I, tell us about where people could see your films. What else you got going on?
So, again, first, if you want to see the film, it's going to be on Indie Films 100. That's our platform.
Okay,
Indie
you created your own
100.
platform, yeah. You ain't go to Tubi route and all that, yeah.
Well, we are.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
we are going to go to the Tubi route, but again, a lot of people don't understand, like, we can cut the middleman out and make a couple dollars, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the goal at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know, Tubi
Tubi got
great.
2 middlemen.
Yeah,
they got the distributor, then Tubi.
Yeah, it's great, but a lot of people don't make a lot of money
Yeah.
off of these platforms. You want to put them there, of course, because the world gonna see it.
Yeah.
You know, but at the end of the day, our goal is to, you know, stay independent as much as possible.
Yeah.
And get the money. That way, it's a bigger split, and we can split it amongst ourselves. You know, at the end of the day, when you put it on the platforms, 20% is already taken out of the 100.
Yeah.
So, you know, with that, but
Actually, more than that, because you got the distributors, then you got the platform people. So
yeah, so it's just a lot. You know, only few really be successful on the platforms. And
Yeah.
we're gonna be one of them that's successful. We make
That's
that
what's
clear.
up. That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't gonna put out nothing but some good projects. You know, but our platform is indiefilms100.com.
Okay.
The production is Sniper Vision Films, Indie Films 100. You know what I'm saying? We do all of the films. You know, we always looking to collaborate with people if they're trying to collaborate, and we can align. It's all about alignment, of course. If you're looking to get something done, you know, you can definitely hit us up. 804-386, 804-398-2634. Yes, use that number.
Say it again.
804-398-2634. Let's use that number. You know, you could just text me on that phone or whatever. But yeah, we filming everybody movies, man. We ain't holding back. We got a lot of films that we filming. You know, we got a couple of joints in the cut right now that we film. We ain't gonna tell y'all the names, and then folks be like, oh, you come out with the name or whatever. But just know we have our own in-house films that we're doing, and right now we're trying to help as many people that need a film. You know what I'm saying? We do documentaries. You know, Sniper Vision focus on the music video side. You know, so they already got that in the smash. At the end of the day, man, like, we just want to collaborate and work with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't got a big budget, that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're trying to work with everybody. You know what I'm saying? If it makes sense.
Yeah, a lot of people think that they got to have a big budget to make a movie, but you don't.
Nah, you don't need a big budget, but a lot of people think you can make a movie for free, and you can't.
Yeah.
Like, the art costed thousands of dollars to shoot. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? When I first was shooting Black Hoodie and all of that, like, it ain't cost thousands of dollars, but it costs a couple of $100. You know what I'm saying?
But
just
the quality is so much
gas
different.
And running around. And
Yeah.
So it's gonna cost some money. Like, you can't shoot it for free. A lot of people think you can shoot it for free. People come at you all day like, hey, I got the script. Hey, can you shoot my movie? Okay. What did what you putting up? Like, how much you invested in yourself? You know, like, we sacrifice a lot for this. You know, thousands and thousands of dollars on equipment, time. You know, we learning every day doing this. So yeah, I get real passionate about this because, you know, we put our life into this. I sacrifice a lot when it comes to this shit.
So somebody that wanted to follow in your footsteps, they wanted to make a film or whatever, you know, what advice would you give them?
Do it.
Just do it.
Yeah, I tell everybody. They laugh at me when I say it, but I just be like, do it.
Yeah.
It's nothing really holding you back in 2025.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
When you really think about it, you could shoot a movie with your phone.
Yeah.
It's nothing holding. It ain't gonna be the best quality. It'll be great quality, depending on if you got like certain phones.
Yeah, certain phones. Yeah.
Yeah. Now iPhone got these cinema lenses coming out, so you could really do some nice stuff. But you just gotta do it. A lot of people scared to do it.
Yeah.
You gotta do it, bro. Like that's it. I don't care how old you just gotta do it. That's it.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
You gotta do it. At least you can say you did it. You can.
Yeah. Because you never want to go get old and be like, I wish.
Yeah, I ain't taking none of that to the grave.
Yeah.
Doing as much as I could do, as long as I'm here, as much as I could do.
That's what's up. Man, D, thanks for coming out, man. Appreciate you for showing love, man.
So how much you paying me for doing this shit?
Oh, time to go. Another story. Another truth laid bare. Here on Mic'd Up with Sampson Fam. We give the mic to the unheard. The ones who lived it, survived it, came back with the scars to prove it. Because every voice matters, especially the ones who tried to silence. We keep showing love, keep seeking truth. Always remember, real stories don't fade, they echo. I'm Marquise Sampson, and this is Mic'd Up with Sampson Fam. Until next time, stay solid, stay tapped in, stay mic'd up. Peace.